So Laura's back, and you're going to tell us about your garden. You lived in Narnia or something, you said, or Transylvania. Where did you live?
My childhood was fairly idyllic. I grew up in a very rural county in Tennessee.
Rural. I love that word with your accent. Rural.
Do I sound that bad? Is it that bad?
No, your dad sounds worse, but in a positive way. I love your dad's accent. Go on. And so you're living at rural.
We need to get my dad on here is what we need to do.
Will he get on a plane, though? This is the problem.
Yeah, we talked about this the other day. I said he has to come soon, next year maybe. Because he's never been.
If you want. The 4th series. What's he called?
Mike.
Okay. Of course.
Mike Gifford.
He just told me.
Well, and he's Giff.
Giff.
The nickname is Giff.
Okay, all right.
And now I loved it because about 10 years ago, people started calling me Giff.
Okay.
Like, yes.
Your baby Giff.
I refer to myself as Giff the Lesser.
Giff the Lesser. Nice.
Because he's very tall, so I'm a little less.
A little less. Okay. No, gladly. I love his accent. No one will understand a damn thing he says, though. But it's fantastic, his voice.
He's pretty fabulous, and he loves to travel. He will love it over here. Yeah. It's going to be
pasta.
great.
If he likes pasta, pizza, piadina, polenta, it's fine. Anything with a P.
All the P foods.
Pollo, chicken. Even that begins with a P.
See?
Everything begins with a P. Parmesan. Go on, anyway. Garden. Narnia.
Well,
idyllic life.
I was an only child.
Rural.
I don't have siblings in a rural area.
You lucky girl.
I loved it, actually, because my parents were
I'm being
very much
serious.
older than me. And so we all kind of grew up together. But I read a lot, and I painted some. My aunt was very artistic, so I painted some. And so we had a large yard in the house that we rented. And so this section of the yard this section was Transylvania. This section was Sherwood Forest. And then I had a little clubhouse. There was little building, an old barn over here. That was my clubhouse. And so I just played in
these wee places.
Yeah.
How cute.
And then there was a cedar closet inside in the house. And so it was like a wardrobe. We don't call them wardrobes in the U.S. necessarily.
No.
But I read the Narnia series. So I was like,
okay.
I can go.
It's a wardrobe.
It's a wardrobe. I can go to Narnia.
And did you go to Narnia?
I went to Narnia occasionally.
But how can you play in a wardrobe?
Well,
what did you get rid of the back of the wardrobe so you could get out of the side?
there was the wardrobe, and then there was like a cedar closet behind it, so I could.
Was it
was a big wardrobe. I could go in and
okay, and hide in it.
And play.
Okay, right.
And my toys were in there too. So
okay, right.
It was good.
Okay, Transylvania, you never been to in real life?
No, or Sherwood Forest.
Well, Sherwood Forest is just trees, but it's nice. I nearly killed us in August near Sherwood Forest because I was a bit tired driving the wonderful Italian car in England. And as I came off a slip road off the motorway, I forgot that on the motorways in the countryside, slip roads also have cars coming on the same road. And me, like an idiot, just used both lanes. Thank God I was in a left-hand drive car because I saw the English car coming round before I would have done if I was in an English car and swerved into the middle of a roundabout. But I just did the whole, sorry, excuse me, whole Jewish thing. Oh, sorry. and no one beeped. Fantastic. Nobody.
Do people beep in England?
God, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And in Romania, they beep all the time. When you're driving your car, if there's somebody on the pavement, you beep so they know that you're there. I'm thinking they can see you. You don't need to beep. But Transylvania is beautiful.
Very safe. Extra safe in Transylvania.
Extra safe.
I would love to go to Transylvania. That would be so cool.
Now, in Bram, there's the castle of Dracula, which is totally fake, but like everything really. But you can go. He stayed there for one night apparently.
Really?
But you can go there. Yeah. He stayed there. It's nice.
That's exciting.
It's a bit IKEA-y inside, a bit like dark wooden IKEA. The furniture. Not like the shop. There's no prices on everything. And yellow
there
things
are arrows
everywhere.
on the ground, on the floor to tell you where to go.
So, quick exit this way. No, it's nice. It's nice there.
Okay, I'll have to put it on my list. Will you take me?
Yeah, gladly. Okay. Just not on a Tuesday, because on a Tuesday they closed. I realised that when I took some friends to Bucharest and drove, I think it's like 3 or 4 hours without checking.
Oops.
Who closes on a Tuesday? And who closes Dracula's
Vampires
castle?
apparently close on Tuesday.
Weird. So in your back garden, you had all these wonderful things.
Yeah, and the reason that...
Were you made Marion?
My one aunt... No.
Were you Robin?
I was probably just one of the merry men.
Drinking.
I wasn't.
That's why you had a happy childhood. You were always drunk.
My one aunt, I had two aunts that were fabulous. My mother's sisters. I mean, I have many aunts that were fabulous, but the
No, you don't. Stop lying.
No,
to be
I
nice.
do. I know I do. I'm very, very lucky.
No,
I won the family
that
lottery.
You don't like? What's that one? Got red hair. Oh.
Exactly. So my one aunt was really she was an Anglophile. She's like the reason I became an Anglophile. She came and got me awake in the middle of the night to watch Chuck and Di get married. So that was the whole Sherwood Forest Robin Hood. Like she would read me the stories and stuff. Then the other aunt was really into vampires. Really into vampires. So she
wanted the vampires to be in her neck.
She memorized like the whole movie dialogue of the Bram Stoker, the original Dracula film, and she actually recorded it on cassettes back when there were those little,
when they existed.
Well, even early cassettes, when the cassette players were these little handheld things that had 5 buttons across the front and a speaker. You've never seen one in your life.
Have.
I'm sure.
I have one
In a museum.
No, I had a Commodore 64, which had one of them attached to it.
She had a Commodore 64.
Yeah.
I had a VIC 20.
First computer, really.
Yeah.
First computer I had. Yeah. I think my dad threw it down the stairs to claim on the insurance so we could buy a new computer, I think. It's full of tricks.
Did it work?
Like that. Yeah, it did.
Okay, well, then there you go.
But yeah, I remember that it was isolated with the 5 buttons.
Yeah.
And she recorded it. We mean she recorded it.
She would take cassette. She put it by the television and record it. Each cassette was 60 minutes, 30 minutes on each side. So she'd stop it and flip it real quick. And so she had the whole movie on like 2 cassettes, and we would listen to it. And so for years, we would just go around quoting just listen to it. This was before, VHS, before you could record the video of it.
God, we're old.
And
people listening to this going, what are they talking about?
Well,
go to museum and you find Laura. This is what
happens when you're 50.
Me and Laura's there in the museum.
You're a baby. Stop.
No, but in Bucharest is nice as well. There's it's nicer now. When I was there, it wasn't that nice. It's getting better. There is a restaurant. I think it's still there. Maybe someone will correct me if it's not. Which is a Dracula-themed restaurant. And in the middle, basically, they bring food on these like big metal spikes with like flaming chicken, like on fire. And I couldn't eat it. I was vegetarian, but I had some vegetables. Wow.
Flaming vegetables
with blood on it, ketchup. But in the middle of the night, nobody told us. We just thought because the place looks like a castle inside. We just thought, the idea is this. The lights went off, but it was a proper theatre job. Dracula came out. He's the worst Dracula ever, but he tried.
Did he speak English?
No.
With that bad accent?
I speak Romanian, but no. No, he was speaking Romanian.
Oh, okay.
In fact, when you went in the past, I said my friends are English, and they didn't really bat an eyelid. They didn't really care, but I just thought, maybe he does it automatically in English. But this guy was really crap. But he was really happy. He was happy. That's the important thing. I was cringing.
It is important to find satisfaction in your work.
It is, even if you're bad at it. Yeah. And in fact, I took a picture. God knows what that picture is. A picture of me inside his coffin. Because when he disappeared, because I'm me, I thought, I want to go in that coffin. I'm obsessed with vampires. Obsessed.
So, my aunt...
Is me.
It's you. My aunt had a cedar chest.
Yeah.
And so...
She slept in it.
She was too tall.
Oh, okay.
I was a kid, so she had me... She would make me take naps in the casket.
That's a bit weird, though, really, with a kid. It's a bit...
Well, that's why I'm as cool as I am now. And then she got on an embroidery kick once, and she embroidered a pillowcase for me that had a beautiful little blue... In fact, it's blue and black, like the color of my hair, now that I think about it. Bat with little white fangs and a little red drop of blood.
Cute.
He was so cute.
Oh, nice.
So
a bit morbid, but cute. Yeah,
it was great.
For a kid, yeah.
So I've been into vampires for a while.
So if you would choose between living in Sherwood Forest or living in Transylvania, which do you think you would choose?
My yard or the real world?
The real one.
I haven't been to either.
Well, Sherwood Forest, trees.
I like trees.
England. Transylvania, big trees. Big tree, really tall tree.
I don't know. Maybe Transylvania would be more different, more unlike what I'm used to.
Different.
So maybe I'll...
You get a lot of cold chips, fries for you.
Cold chips?
Yeah, every restaurant near the castle, every restaurant I went to, every time they brought me cold chips. When I was learning Romanian.
Just because it was touristy?
It was my first sentence, probably.
Oh.
Yeah. One of my first things I learned in Romanian. How to say, these chips are cold. It was one of my first sentences before hello.
That's much better than my first sentence that I learned in Italian.
Which is?
I can't say it.
No. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, so we'll stop now.
It was
so
a traffic
tell
phrase.
Me the sentence. It was a what?
A traffic phrase. I learned it in traffic.
Okay. So what's it called? When you scream at people when you're driving.
Road rage?
There we go.
Yeah. Italian road rage.
Road rage. Okay, so now we'll turn off the mic. You can tell me what you learned.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Speak to you soon.